Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well today. Before we get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this channel out as much as possible, guys, for when we go live. Turn that notification bell icon on and to be notified of when we upload our videos. So guys, let's get into this. So guys, lots of transfer news going around lately. There's been some news going around yesterday, so let's get into it and I'll break it down for you. So here it is. Several striker names considered by Chelsea, including Benjamin Sesko, Delap, Hugo Ekitike. Who they sign, or perhaps significantly who they do not secure, will depend on whether they are in next season's Champions League or not. This is from Simon Johnson Sport. So guys, 3 strikers we need to break down today. And I'm going to break them all down individually for you now. So let's get into this. Let's look at Ekitike. Let's look at his record. 22 goals, 11 assists in 47 games this season. Now, what type of striker is he? He's tall, quick, pacey, young. He's very adaptable, but also likes to play in a double striker formation, as we have seen at Frankfurt this season when he was playing with Marmoush, who has now joined Manchester City. Now, Ekitike is the type of player that would thrive not in a Chelsea team, I believe, but in a more structured club right now. I mean, he's very young, he's very raw, he's still got massive potential, but we have not seen the best of him yet. I believe that he is someone who needs more time to develop and find his way of playing, because he could become a very well-rounded player, I believe. Now, if we look at Ekitike and someone like Nicolas Jackson, they're both very similar players. Not in terms of height, not in terms of, I'd say, natural ability. I believe Ekitike has more natural ability than Nicolas Jackson. But 22 goals and 11 assists in 47 games is no coincidence into how good he actually is. Now, do I believe he's the right man for Chelsea? I'm going to say no right now. Let's move on to the next player, Delap. Delap is a fantastic young striker, formerly of the Manchester City Academy. Now, his 12 goals and 2 assists in 38 games this season does tell a tale. Yes, he's been playing in an Ipswich side, a poor Ipswich side at that. It's not his fault. He has poor players around him, not of the calibre of Chelsea, not of the calibre of the top Premier League teams that are around, you know, other strikers, i.e. Nicolas Jackson, i.e. Erling Haaland. You know, players like this. No, he didn't have those players around him to be able to get more goal contributions, more assists. So we have to take that into account. We do with Delap, but it's Premier League experience he's got. Now, do I think he's a different dimension to Jackson? Yes. Does he add something to this squad? Maybe. We don't know. We'd have to wait and see. But I do know Manchester United are interested in him also, and I'm probably more likely to get hold of him, considering they're in a Europa League final, and if they win that Europa League final, they will get a Champions League place. Now, let me tell you, if Delap has a choice between a possible Chelsea who may not have Champions League football next season and a Manchester United who have Champions League football next season, I think personally he will choose Manchester United. So, in theory, I'm knocking him off the list and I'm saying not right now. Let's see what happens in the summer. But remember, guys, all these strikers we're talking subjectively are into the summer transfer window, depending on if we get Champions League football or not. Now, I have watched Delap this season, as I've said, about his mould, the way he plays. He gets in behind. He's a pressing monster. He's strong, aggressive. He can finish. We've seen that in the Premier League this season, especially against us. Now, Do I think he's better than Jackson? Yes, I do think he's better than Jackson. A lot of players are, to be fair though. Let's be really considerate about that now, because right now Jackson is a target for Chelsea fans. He has not played at his best for the last 2 seasons, but we'll discuss more about Nicolas Jackson a little bit later. Now, let's get on to the final striker, Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko plays for RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga. Now, we all know our history with Bundesliga strikers, i.e. Timo Werner. You know, it's not really panned out as we would want it to. But 21 goals and 6 assists in 14 games is nothing to be sniffed at. Now, Benjamin Sesko has been reported as this top talent for a few years now. We had him on our radar a few years ago. We were looking at him. Manchester United were also looking at him. You know, a couple of other clubs, I believe. Arsenal were looking at him at one point. Now, what's his mould? What type of player is he? He's strong, tall, quick. He's young. Again, I mean, there's a pattern appearing here, isn't there, guys? Young strikers. But overall, if I was to look at Benjamin Sesko, I'd say, yeah, quality striker, does put the ball in the back of the net often enough, but is that only because of the leagues he's been playing in? Now, you could argue, yeah, it's an easier league than what Jackson is playing in. You know, it is a combination of many things that we have to look at and take different factors into consideration here. So, looking at those 3 players, Ekitike, Delap and Sesko, who would be my choice? Now, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, if I had to choose, I would choose none of them. And I'll tell you for why. If we're going to be playing Champions League football next year, or next season, don't you think we should be going after some more reputable names than an Ekitike, a Delap, a Sesko, a Victor Osimhen, perhaps, a Victor Yorokesh, perhaps, someone who is proving they can do it in Europe, or a Samu Omorodion from FC Porto. He's been doing great as of late. Now, the question is though, will the owners do it? Nah. I don't think they will, and there's one reason for that. Age is a factor. Victor Osimhen is like 27, Victor Yorokesh is 26. Now, their values, massive price tags on their head. And then there's the wage. Oh, and they don't like a high wage bill, these owners. So, they're both out of the question, I believe. So, who do I think we're going to end up getting in terms of these 3 strikers? I think, more than likely, we're going to end up going after Benjamin Sesko. The reason I'm going to say that is we need a striker. The owners know this. Maresca knows this. So therefore, I think Sesko would be the prime target out of the 3. But let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section down below. Now, let's get on to something else that I'd like to discuss in today's video. Nicolas Jackson. Should he stay or should he go? Well, we look at his stats for the season. 12 goals, 5 assists in 33 games. Now, yeah, you could take into consideration that he's still young. You know, he's still trying to improve. He's still learning the trade. He's on the job, learning sort of stuff. But these are excuses now that we cannot no longer take into consideration. This is his 2nd season in the Premier League. 12 goals and 5 assists in 33 games. That's not good enough for a Premier League striker at Chelsea. Drogba was banging in 25, 26 goals. Most seasons. So tell me, in what world does that come into question as a Chelsea striker? 12 goals, 5 assists in 33 games. That's not enough. That's not enough for a striker at Chelsea Football Club at the highest level. Now, Do I think he should stay or should he go? Well, let's look at his other bits and pieces going around with Nicolas Jackson. Not just his scoring attributes or his on-field play. Let's look at his disciplinary record. Last season he seemed a little bit quieter than he does this season. Now, was that because he was bedding into the new team, kneeling about his teammates? Maybe. But this season he's been a little bit more in the faces of players. Do I think that's a problem? Yes. For a young player to be showing the petulance that he has shown, especially in the last game against Newcastle, for directly elbowing Sven Botman in the face, not looking for the ball. Come on now. That's not the actions of a proven Premier League striker. And I know we can all say, yeah, he gets angry in the heat of the moment, blah, 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 but no, enough is enough with that. I'm done with the excuses. I think Nicolas Jackson has served his time at Chelsea Football Club now. I think we can get between 20 to 25 million for him in the market in the summer. So I do think he should go. Now, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about this as well. Nicolas Jackson, should he stay or should he go? Let me know your opinions down in the comment section. I'd love to hear them all. But guys, that is enough for today's video. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell icon on to be notified of when we upload and when we go live. Also, go and follow us on our socials, linked down in the description below. X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they're all there. And the Discord is all linked down below, guys. So make sure you go and join the Discord, give the socials a follow. Make sure to join us for all the lives. Make sure to join us for all the videos. It really does help us out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And I will see you in another video. Take care, guys.